Spurs Nuno'd again. Oh, guys, it's back again. Another defeat, number 18. But fans will be saying, I don't care. The league's done. The league's finished. We're going to win that Europa League. We're in the semi-final. League doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh. Well, we know how Nuno plays, don't we? We know Nuno's Forest, don't we? You know, they like to play on the counter attack. They defend well. They've been doing fantastic this season. They have, back up to third in the league. Organised, defensively well structured. Know how to get forward, confident. And they turned up tonight, and obviously, they've got things to play for in the league. I get that. They're going to be motivated to get to, get in the top 5, get a Champions League spot. Totally understand it. They're going to be up for it. Now, there were some changes from Spurs, but they did keep the centre-backs together, which I thought was good. But look, Forest, they started fast, didn't they? They were knocking the ball around well, and it wasn't long until that first goal came. Anderson deflected shot, nobody marking him, nobody closing him down. We've seen that quite a bit, haven't we, this season? Then they score again. But luckily, this was offside. Okay, you would have thought Spurs, that's a warning there. Get your act together. Wake up. Could be 2-0 down. No. The second goal comes, doesn't it? Alanga. Again, nobody closing him down. Nobody stopping the cross. Chris Wood with the header. Lost his defender. Bang. 2-0. Nottingham Forest are the worst team to go 2-0 down against. I mean, it was just suicide, wasn't it, from Spurs? Absolute suicide. And then you had the whole game to play. And it was like maybe 16 minutes those 2 goals came. There was plenty of time to get back in the game. And we did. We pushed, we attacked. Kept on going down the left and the right. Tell, Wilson trying to create things, trying to get balls in the box, trying to do something against Forest. Forest defended well, but we did have 2 great chances, I felt. Tell, Williams kind of headed it into the ground. Tell just thrashed it wide. Then there was another cross from Wilson. Dangerous looking cross. Richarlison and Sarr getting away with each other. Another big chance missed. And then we get to half time. And Spurs, all the passing, all the possession, sideways, backwards, sideways, trying to create. We're putting crosses in the box. And I get that. That's Richarlison's strength. But you're up against 2 really good centre-backs there. We talk about the cutbacks. We didn't see any cutbacks today. I don't know. I don't know what to say. The attack just wasn't good enough, was it, in the first half? Neither was our defence in the first half. Look, we have the ball. We try and take the game, and there'll be many fans thinking we were playing well, 2-0 down, playing well, but the scoreline is the scoreline. You're 2-0 down. You've not defended well. You're not being clinical up front. You've not pushed hard enough to get the equaliser. Forest, other than that couple of chances, they were comfortable defensively. And it comes to half time. Davis comes on. Danso comes on for the 2 centre-backs. And Forest make a tactical switch. They go 3 at the back, wanting the closest game off. They've done that throughout the season. A little bit earlier today, I heard. But nothing really was going on. But I would have thought, being 2 goals down, that you'd throw on a striker, right? Put Solanke on with Richarlison up front. Have 2 target men. Keep those crosses coming in from the left and right. Maybe bring on a creator in midfield. Kulusevski, I don't think he's fully fit yet. He was struggling. It didn't look like Kulu to me today. He wasn't. It wasn't his good self. But saying that, Forest do defend well. They don't give you any space. They're very organised side, defensively strong. But they did give up some chances in that second half. But Ange, he didn't change it, a tactical switch to counter Forest. The attack wasn't working. He should have thrown on Solanke, could have put on Madison, could have put on Bergwall, just something a little bit different to make Forest think more. But he didn't do it, did he? He did not do it. And nothing was going on in the game. I mean, Morgan Gibbs-White had a glorious chance to make it 3-0. Wood with a lovely ball to him. And, and there was just not much going on in the game. Forest went even more defensive. They threw on Yates and, another hard-working midfielder to close it down. The game was passing us by. It was. We tried to get crosses in the box, headed away, cleared away. And there was a really good chance pretty late on in the match with a corner, Kulu on the end of it, and it was cleared off the line. Very, very good defending from Forest, it just wasn't going in for us, was it? And that was a great chance. Again, Forest make a mistake, and Richie failed to capitalise on it. Then there were some changes. Finally, 66 minutes, on comes Johnson, on comes Solanke. Not a lot going on still. Then Richie finally gets his goal. Header. It was a good header. It was a good goal. Great cross from Porro, and finally we get a goal back. But other than that, there was nothing else. We didn't really create anything else in the extra 15 minutes we had. We had 5 minutes injury time. And Forest dug in, stuck in there, hung in there, and saw the game out 2-1. How predictable is that, eh? How predictable is that? But there will be fans who will be encouraged by that performance. I can see it now. They will be encouraged by it. They'll probably think we played well, but how many times we played well this season and not won, or just not been clinical enough and not defended well and gifted goals away? Again, a close scoreline, only lost by a goal. We'll hear all that again. People will dismiss this defeat. They really will. They'll dismiss it because the league doesn't matter anymore. But that's 18 defeats, guys. It is shocking. Shocking stuff. And I just don't have much more to say. We can look at the stats. The stats will tell you that we dominated the game. And we did. We did dominate the game. I mean, I'll read some stats out to you guys. I mean, you probably have already seen them, but, let me just get them up now. It's just so painful talking about another defeat. It really is. It's boring. It's frustrating. I'm just emotionless, Just like, oh, another defeat. Here you go. Another one. I mean, we had 4 big chances. Just weren't clinical enough, were we, today? Forest had 1 big chance. We had 22 shots to their 4. Their goalie made 4 saves. Yeah, there was a great save as well, I forgot to mention, from Charlison with a header from Sells. Out past them. So many more touches in the box. All the stats will show the momentum bar all over them. But that final result is the final result. Another defeat. Then we're going to Anfield on Sunday. Probably be another defeat. Number 19. And we're close to breaking the record of most defeats. I think that's the most defeats we've had at home in the Premier League season since it started. Something like 9 defeats, I think, we've had at home, or 8, something like that. It's just depressing stuff, isn't it? Really, really depressing stuff. Yeah, not much more to say. You'd have to come back tomorrow night, be on the lane, and discuss the game. Guys, give us your thoughts, give us your comments. Did you see anything I didn't say? Did I miss anything there? But I think the game plan by Nuno was the game plan, and they've done it again. He's done it again twice this season against Spurs. Forest, good luck to them. I hope they get that Champions League spot. Spurs, it's just nothing to say, is there really, guys? Nothing to say other than disappointing again. Another defeat. 16th in the league. Maybe after the weekend we'll be 17th. But it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. We're in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Please leave your comments. Bye-bye.